Hi everyone, and welcome along to today's video. So, a couple of sad mails the other week I got through to tell me about some woes that a couple of you had. Now, one was involving a washing machine where the pipe at the back had burst and the lady had been out of the house when it happened. She'd left the washing machine running, which is not a good idea when you're not at home, by the way. Anyway, she got back to find house. Now the tap was behind the washing machine to turn it off, the little valve, they've got a little turn valve there. The machine was too heavy to pull out for her to do it, so she got onto her husband at work and he said, just turn the stopcock off under the sink. And she went for the stopcock, managed to find it in the end, but it was behind a ton of stuff, like you usually get in a cupboard under the sink, don't you? Stopcock's right at the back. The time she got there and then got to the tap and then found that she couldn't budge it. It was stiff and solid. This brought this to my attention, so I thought I'd bring it to yours. Something to check. First off, before anything, instruct every member of your house, even if they're very young, where the stopcock is. And secondly, you check that it turns. So it turns around easy and simple. Not seized up solid so you can't move it. Okay, so second email along, another distressing story was a leak on a valve to a radiator. Couldn't get the water off. She didn't know how to get it off, this lady, but she went for the stopcock, and that's where I say earlier, and she did know where it was on this occasion, but once again it was solid. Now she couldn't move it, so being on an F&E system meant that the leak would continue because the little tank in the loft would keep it topped up and keep the pressure going. Had you been on a combi boiler, of course, it would have slackened away, which is one of the benefits of a combi in a funny sort of way, is that once the pressure would be gone, it would slow down to a halt. But it's brought up another very important thing, and that's this little beauty here, the little drain valve. You've got to make sure you know where this thing is in the system. Educate the rest of your household so that they know where this device is, and secondly, to make sure that it actually works, that this little thing here opens and allows the water to come out of here. You just put a hose pipe on that rib bit there and run it outside. So it's one of those things, we don't really ever check it, do we? And that's why these things, when you go to open them, they remain either solid or they round off, so there's no spanner will go on it at all, or you go and do them and the washer will remain behind on the seating, so you get nothing out of it. Also, I've known them to be clogged up solid with black sludge, so when you open it, nothing comes out. So this is something that's probably never ever checked. Two very important things then. First of all, stopcock, where is it? Locate it, make sure everybody's educated in your household where it is and that it actually turns and works. Secondly, for emptying the system, central heating system, that little boy there, the drain valve. And if you have got an F&E system, by the way, you will have a hot water tank, and there will be a little one of these drain valves again on the side that at the bottom of your hot water tank. If you ever get a leak on your hot water cylinder, then there's a little red valve just by the tank, or it might be on the loft tank upstairs coming out of the feed. All we do is shut that one off and there will be one of these again, and you can drain the cylinder out. But it's not such a common job. It still happens though, so just be aware of it. Once again, that's got a little one of these on it. So really it's just a case of usual thing, checking, testing, making sure you'll know what's there, so you can avoid the sort of calamity that happened to the last couple of people that I've just heard from. And it made me realise actually probably it's something that we don't ever do a lot of, you know, go and check whether these things actually work when it's a crisis and we need them. Okay, that's about it though. All my stuff, you know, the usual place. Thanks for watching guys. There at First Free. Bye bye.